Jurgens Autovilla camper. This one is literally, as you can tell by the plates, just landed from South Africa. Currently going through UK registration. So if you check the description, we'll update that once the logbook arrives with the plate and all that sort of stuff. Obviously based on a VW bay window camper. Really popular thing in the 70s and 80s, these. We've had quite a few of these things through, but I've never had one as original and complete as this is, which we'll show you in a second when we get to it. Before we start having a look at the van itself, we do have quite a large pile of bits here. Most of it, which you'll see by the covers, is there's two sets of awnings here. So the poles, the covers, and then the actual awnings themselves, which look to be in lovely condition, but they are all there. So just we'll point that out. We'll start on the bodywork, then we'll have a good look inside. Start on this driver's side. If we look on the door, there's a little bit of patina here and there, but it does look to be mostly original by the looks of it. The roof there, where obviously it meets the sleeper top, is all nice and tidy. There's a little bit of paint worn through there, but again, with it being South African, it hasn't sort of corroded and rotted away. It's still nice and solid. Obviously, the thing's been on a boat, so it could do with a proper detail. Glass is all nice and clear. No corrosion coming through on the bottom there. Again, that's that perk of being South African. Things like around these mirrors are lovely and clean. The seals are good. They're not dried out or anything like that. The rest of the door is all nice and tidy. The sticker's got a bit of sun fading to it, which actually personally I quite like, but again, you can actually buy replacement ones of those if you want. The rest of that door all nice and tidy. Got a couple of little marks on there, but they're actually dirt. Ignore them. And then the arch section is sharp all the way around, really good. No sign of any corrosion coming through there. The step is nice. It is solid as well. Inside of the doors, they're good. Again, if you compare this to one that's been in the UK for some time, you have a bit of corrosion here, some corrosion coming through there, but not on the South African ones. Have a bit of a look underneath from here as well. And again, not caked in under seal because I don't need it. Looks to be all good under there. Decent wheel with a good tyre on it there. And then normally what happens is this section gets destroyed from stone chips and things, but this one's actually got a protective bit on it, which is nice. But the rest of the bodywork section is all good. Where it meets the cab, that seal's nice and soft. It hasn't dried out or anything like that. And then onto this side, we've got the odd little ding here and there, but nothing major. That lovely two-tone. Can have a little look underneath from here as well. So you've got those outriggers and everything. Nice and solid. See all those mountain points and everything. They're not caked in under seal. They're not rotted through or anything like that. Potentially wants a coat of under seal for some UK roads, but again, that's up to you. It's got its weights there, so 1570 kilo. Quite light really for what it is. You've got 3 windows on this side, 1 in the sleeper pod at the top, and 2 on the side. This one's for the bathroom, which is why it's frosted, and then your rear bedroom living area window as well. Generally this side, nice and tidy. The odd little dent, like I say. We do have the mounts on the top there for the awning, which go in those poles. Around the vent section, normally this can be a bit minging, but this is all decent. All of the vents on the windows are all intact. All the seals are good. They're all stamped on the windows as well. If you look down there, it is mostly straight. Like I say, 1 or 2 little minor dings, but nothing major. Coming around on the back, got a bit of paint flaking off on the rear bumper. So once cleaned off and redone in white. And there is a bit of sort of fade on the sticker there, like on the door. A couple of little scratches here, but generally pretty good. This rear window does open as well by the looks of things. Yes, it does. So the seals are nice and soft in that as well. We're not going to get any leaks or anything from that. And you've got this little visor sort of section, which also takes, I believe that takes an awning on the back as well. Top of the roof, that's all good. It does have a tow bar with twin electrics. We haven't tested those or anything like that. And then underneath there you can see the engine, which we'll have a good look at in a second. Again, it looks to be good under there as well. Coming round onto the passenger side, we do have a bit of a dent here. You can see that on the camera there. All the seals on this side, same as the other side, are good. You'll notice it's missing the filler cap. When it came to us, it had run out of fuel. Transporter took it to get some more fuel. Managed to leave the fuel cap on the fuel pump, so there is a new one on its way for that. Arch on this side is sort of got part of the wood frame. That's all nice and solid in there, as you can see. Underneath from there as well, looks to be good. It's got a bit of a dent at the bottom here, under the door. Couple of minor little dents here and there, but generally very presentable. Really looks the part as well, doesn't it? And again, all these vents and everything are present. All the seals on those windows are good. Roof section on this side is nice, as is the gutter. All good down here. It's not really a lot to point out, to be fair. It's sort of the perks of a South African vehicle. They're not going to be rotten for sure. We'll check the same story as the other side, all nice and tidy in there. Doors shut good too. Panel gaps are nice. Got a little bit of sort of surface corrosion where it's trapped the water there, and the seal's a little bit dry on the front there at the bottom. Top's all good. Bottom, sort of where the water sits, wants a little bit of a clean off really and sorting out. And then there is some paint coming off the bumper, but it looks almost like someone's lent into that style and gone for the sort of patina look on it. It's got a good look. Spare wheel on there. It's an old Firestone, plenty of tread left in it, but it is an older one. And then that Jurgens decal on here is quite dried out as well. See up on the roof from there as well, that's all nice and straight. It's not been rammed into anything or anything, but it being the sort of furthest most point on the roof. Moving on to the interior, nice and tidy on that door card. These look to be the original seats as well. No real wear on those at all, really very good. It's got 22,000 kilometers on it. Obviously being South African, it's a lot more difficult to verify, but looking at how original the thing is, it could well be correct that. No real wear at all on the steering wheel. Top of the dash is all good. Around the dials are nice. There's no real heat cracking or anything in here. And amazingly, it's automatic. I've never seen an automatic VW bus, but actually, to be fair, I drove it down the road. It drives really well. Compared to those manuals, you sort of got to guess what gear you're in and spend 5 minutes looking for reverse. Lovely and clean on the passenger door card. All the accessories and the trim are good. Nice on the top of the dash there. Headlining in here is nice as well. It's not stained or anything like that. And the passenger seat, that's all good. All the beading around the seats are nice. Foot mats, floor mats, I appreciate it's dark, are good. All nice underneath there. Got a speaker there to go with it. What looks to be sort of original period correct speaker. Stereo, sorry. And then all this section of the dash is nice too. We do have inertia reel seat belts and blinds in the front as well. Now moving into the back. I can open this with one hand. We'll go this way because it's easier. There we go. It is easier with two hands, it's just with the holding the camera. So this does have a sliding window, which is a lovely touch. So you undo the clamp and that window comes all the way up or all the way down, depending on where you want it to be. And then you lock it in place on the bottom there. We've got the clips, which are all, normally these things snap and they disappear, but they're for the window. So we've got a sort of mosquito blind with a proper blackout blind that bolts into the window. It matches all the other frames as well, which is a nice touch. And then into here, depending on how you've got it set up, this is sort of living room mode if you like. At the minute the table just lifts out. There's a smaller table as well if you want it, or two berths, or the table flattens down into a double. All the windows have got blinds on them all the way around, all matching. Loads of storage in here. Lighting, it's got twin batteries and everything, which we'll show you in a second. More storage up here. Storage underneath both sides as well. Carpet's nice and clean. There's no funny smells in here. There's no sign of any damp or anything like that. And then as we move forward, we've got 4-ring gas hob. Then we've got in here, so you would have work surface. Then you've got an integrated chopping board. If you lift that out, there's your cutlery. You'll see this better on the photos. And below that, you've got your stainless steel sink. Now, normally this stuff's all gone missing. It's all damaged. It's all broken. This one's obviously been very well cared for all of its life. Really, really nice. The real touch for me, still in its wrapping, is a full, what looks to be original dinner set. So you've got plates, tea set, mugs, glasses, salt and pepper shakers. And then on the other side, we've got teapot, more plates. Again, this stuff always goes missing. It gets broken, it's incomplete. Really nice that that's all still there. And then into here, we've got water heater, sink, toilet, and a shower in here as well with a drain down the bottom there. Little vanity unit, mirror, like I say, frosted glass on this one as well. All nice and complete and clean and tidy in there. And we do have the integrated ladder, which just lifts out if you want to remove it. Got more storage down here. We've got a fridge, so Electrolux fridge, and we also have an oven with what looks to be a so oven and grill top. All nice and complete. Got a little spirit level that tell you if you're level when you're cooking. You don't want a wonky egg, do you? And then up here, big double berth, loads of headroom. To be fair, I've been up there. I'm 6'2". I can fit up there. Windows on both sides with blinds. Also has a little fold-down shelf there, and on the other side if you want to use those. All the cushions are intact. Everything underneath is good. Got this big skylight up here as well. Twin opening with a mosquito net. So yeah, very well equipped. 4-berth. You can have it as 2 doubles or a double and 2 singles, however you want to use it. With this nice opening window, and that's a really nice touch. I'm impressed with that. And then round the back, you've got that VW air-cooled engine. We've got all the connections for batteries and things like that. Fuel tank on the left, battery setup on the right. The engine looks remarkably clean. And we'll go and start it up now because it fires up on the button, this thing. Not a touch of throttle, no choke, nothing like that. Just fires up straight away. It's been with us about a week now, and it fires up on the button every time. So there you have it, Jurgens Autovilla. If you check the description, we'll detail everything else we know about it. Where it's been, any paperwork we've got with it, where we're at with the registration, all that sort of stuff. It's currently South African registered. It is going through the process of UK registration. Depending on the DVLA, that might be completed by the time the sale comes, it might not, but again, just check the description. Really lovely, complete, original example. For any more questions, please get in touch. Thank you.